Hey guys, Jess here from Our Yoga. So we wanted to share with you today things you can use at home in place of traditional yoga props. We love props, especially being a family yoga studio teaching a lot of restorative, prenatal, and postpartum. And just in general, they're a great way to make a yoga practice more accessible for everybody. They just sort of bring the ground up to you, create more ways to relax and feel really rested in our poses. So traditionally or typically, we use a bolster, a block, and sometimes a strap. Often we use 2 blocks. And so I'm going to show you some things you can use instead in case you don't have those props at home. They're definitely worth investing into, but I know right now sometimes that's not an option to even order things. So in place of a block, that's probably the hardest one to replace because they're so solid and structured. So if you don't have a yoga block, you can find things at home. You can find books, you can find short little crates. We were thinking you could use a first aid kit. So places you'd use blocks are just to bring the ground up to you. So maybe when you're doing like a lunge and you have a block here and then you pull back. So you could use something like this. You could flip it up higher. We also use blocks for things like placing underneath bolsters. So you could sort of, find something that's sturdy enough to create some lift. But you'll just have to use your imagination and find something that would be a good option to replace a block. Another thing that we like to use is a strap. And so my favorite go-to to replace a strap is either an exercise band or simply finding a nice sturdy scarf. So sometimes with straps we're doing things where we're getting nice big chest openings, and you can just use your scarf for that instead, or if you're laying on your back. Another thing that would work if you don't have a ton of scarves like I do all over would just be a bed sheet rolled up, or even a towel, anything that you have at home that's pretty similar to a strap. So the last one that I am going to talk about is replacing a bolster. We love these hugger mugger bolsters that we have because they're super firm and lovely. But if you don't have that, I know a lot of people in Montana have plenty of wool blankets, and so you can fold them into this nice shape and stack maybe 2 or 3 at a time to sort of replace the sturdiness of a bolster. So if you take your wool, ideally wool just because it's a little bit firmer, blanket, and you unravel it. Good. And then we're going to fold it in half. So basically, what would that be, like hamburger style? The longer part you're folding in half. Good. Awesome. And I'm not going to worry about it too much for this video, but do try to get the edges to match up because it will make it more comfortable. And then fold it in half again, hamburger style. So like the longer part you're folding in half. Good. And then we're going to fold it in half once more. And then from there, last time, but the shorter way, so not the longer way, the shorter way, you'll just fold it. And then you have this nice, neat edge. And you can put the folded edges against each other, and that's the part that will go against your body because it's nice and neat and a little bit more comfy than that end. So even that can be helpful. You can use blankets or bolsters sort of underneath, pillows underneath your blanket, or if you don't even have blankets to use, then just finding the firmest pillows that you have to use in place of your bolster. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and let us know what you love to use in place of your props as well. Namaste.